So let's talk minimalism. Minimalism has been a big design trend over the last decade or so in businesses, and we've seen this design trend everywhere, from tech companies to fashion to food. It's in a lot of companies. I mean, just to name a couple: Apple, Google, Airbnb, and even more random companies like Subway and Pringles. But going into 2025, is the minimalist era still well alive? Or is it finally coming to an end? Well, just last week, we saw Jaguar launch a new rebrand, unveiling a new direction for their company, and this rebrand wasn't exactly well received on the internet. Now, all of this criticism had me asking myself, is minimalism dead? Well, let's find out. So let's talk Jaguar. Now, Jaguar is a company that's very iconic and they're well known for luxury and performance. However, what we got last week seems to be a huge curveball from their, well, more original and traditional branding. Now, this rebrand is part of a bigger shift in their company that they're calling exuberant modernism. Now, here's the twist with Jaguar. Anybody that's known this company would definitely expect more of a bold or maximalist type of branding, but in this case, they actually doubled down on minimalism. The new logo is sleek, flat, and monochrome, turning back from the leaping Jaguar that we've known for years. Now, for context, this rebrand comes at a time where Jaguar as a company is definitely struggling a lot, and they're seeing declining sales, an aging demographic, and moreover, they're also falling behind other manufacturers on this whole shift towards electric vehicles. So now they're clearly trying to reinvent themselves for younger consumers. But here's the catch. Younger consumers absolutely hate this rebrand, and they're saying a lot of stuff to criticize Jaguar here, like for example saying that this has no brand identity, and moreover, this doesn't look like it's representing a car company at all. And a lot of this criticism could be easily said for a lot of other brands going for a more minimalist design as well. So that begs the question, is minimalism actually dying, or is this just a small bump in the bigger wave of minimalism? Well, let's dive deeper into how this wave of minimalism actually came to be and why consumers love it. To understand this better, we have to zoom out. Minimalism didn't become popular by accident, rather it's deep-rooted in psychology. Studies have shown that cleaner and simpler designs are easier for our brains to process, and when they're easy for our brains to process, our brains automatically think that this is something that's better. This is a concept known as the fluency heuristic, and we see this in a lot of different places. From app designs to algorithms to packaging, fluency heuristics are in our everyday life, and they impact in our biases in a lot of ways that we don't even realize. And this is exactly why so many brands have decided to go for more minimalist branding. However, there's a downside. When everything looks the same, you'll probably become forgettable. And that's why critics are saying that Jaguar's new look, while polished, it feels too safe and too generic. I mean, if you look at what's happening now with more luxury consumerism, people are actually going for stuff that has more character and more personality. Even brands like Gucci and Balenciaga have embraced bolder aesthetics, and they're tapping into what marketers call brand differentiation. This essentially means that standing out for a lot of brands would be more beneficial than trying to blend in. And if we look at Jaguar's logo, while it is pretty sophisticated and modern, it does risk blending into the sea of other minimalist logos. Now here's where Jaguar's new look actually does get a bit tricky. The old leaping Jaguar symbolized power, grace, and heritage. It was actually iconic. Moreover, psychologists talk about brand archetypes, symbols and narratives that connect brands to consumers. Jaguar in this brand archetype table used to embody the ruler archetype, which represents confidence, sophistication, and control. With this rebrand, it feels like they're moving closer to a creator archetype, which is modern and sleek, but at the same time, it's pretty detached to their roots. And the new redesign is so cleaned up that it's almost lost its essence. Like, if anything, if you didn't know about the company at all, you probably think it was a tech startup or a fashion brand. And to add on to that, with the whole website and design and logo and everything, they also released a new ad. And in this ad, their marketing completely skips over cars. And once again, if you knew nothing about this company, you would never guess that this is a car company. This ad just focuses on pure abstract art and vibes. And honestly, to somebody like me, it just looks like Jaguar completely forgot what they actually sell. So we get it, Jaguar screwed up. However, what does this whole situation mean for the whole minimalist wave? Well, in my opinion, I think that this shows consumers are starting to have this growing fatigue with minimalism. The same sense of simplicity that felt refreshing like a decade ago now feels like just a lack of personality. What we've seen in the past is that aesthetic trends come and go in waves. Minimalism was more of a reaction to the maximalist chaos that came with the launch of the internet and the iPhone. However, now we're starting to swing back. As I mentioned in my previous video, I feel like consumers are starting to want more of personality, imperfection, and the biggest of all, authenticity. Jaguar's Rebrand may have checked all the boxes for modern branding. It's clean, timeless, and adaptable, but that's also the problem. It feels like it could belong to literally anybody. It completely lacks the unique energy that people expect from a luxury brand. Minimalism promised control, but now what people want going into 2025 is something a little bit more human. So where does this leave us? Well, Jaguar's Rebrand isn't exactly perfect. In fact, it's far from it. But it does show us one important thing, and that's that consumers in 2025 want something that's bold, unique, and moreover just emotionally resonates with them. And to be fair, minimalism isn't dead. Yet. However, it's no longer the default move, and Jaguar's Rebrand showed us exactly that. But what do you think? Do you think this is the end of minimalism, or is this still a part of a whole big new era? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.